Hello friends, welcome to YouTube channel CrackGate Online. So this is video 1.8 of the bund series. So in the video 1.7 I have discussed you about the definition of graded bund, its feasibility, where you can use the graded bund, and what is the design criteria and what are the various parameters which you have to determine in case of the graded bund. So partially the design of graded bund I have discussed you, and in this video we will continue the design of the graded bund. So in this video basically I will deal how you can determine, how you can calculate the height of impounding water, because from that height itself, that height is the basic parameters. After that only you can decide the base width, top width, total height, earthwork and all other various parameters. Not earthwork you can decide from horizontal interval 10 to the power 4. That is the length of bund per hectare. Okay, that is same. So let's move forward. This is about me. So here how you can decide the height of impounding water. So first of all you imagine this diagram and then this diagram into your mind. Okay, so here you see this triangle. First of all whatever I'm drawing, you see this triangle. Okay, this is one triangle, and here you see this A, B and C. This is your second triangle. Okay, so you see triangle A, B, C as first triangle, and you see C, D and B as your second triangle. So this you consider as the total area. So this is the storage area. Okay, you see this is the storage area A. We use this definition in case of the contour bund. So this storage area is maximum runoff to be stored. It is coming from the rainfall into the horizontal interval. Okay, so you equate these two area to calculate the height of impounding water, because in area this h will be one parameter. Okay, so this is in case for the contour bund. Now how you will calculate for graded bund? So as I told you, this area now you are not using for the storage of storage, rather you are going it for the disposal of water. So you know one equation, that disposal of water is area into V. Okay, so what your area you are getting here, that is the same area into how you can calculate the V. You know the Manning's roughness equation, that is 1 by n r to the power 2 by 3 or s to the power 1 by 2. Here this s is the longitudinal slope. Okay, this n is Manning roughness equation, and the value of r, that is weighted perimeter, is a by p. Okay, so if this p is the weighted perimeter, means whatever area is wet, so this will be nothing but this a b, that weighted perimeter. Here I can write that a b plus this is b and d, b d. So this is bd plus a into b, this ab, that will become your weighted perimeter. So you have to write in this form. And what is this length? That is bc. As you know, this slope is z raised to 1, means horizontal is z, so this will become z into h. Suppose the side slope is 1 raised to 1, then this cd will become your h itself. Okay, and what is this? A into ac. AC is 100 h by s, where h is the land slope. Okay, whatever it is land slope, suppose it is 5%, then s is 5. So how you will calculate abc? That is half base. What is your base? A into c, and a into c is nothing but 100 h by s. Okay, half base, and what is height? H, plus what is CDB? That is again half base into height, and what is base? Base is nothing but z into h into what is height? That is again h. So this area became equal to A. Okay, A into 1 by n, r to the power 2 by 3 and s to the power 1 by 2. So you calculate A by P. Okay, P, how you can calculate? You use the Pythagoras theorem. That will become this length plus this height under root. Okay, so 100 h by s whole square plus h times whole square. That will become your weighted perimeter plus this length. That will become also zh square whole square plus h square and again under root. Okay, so let me show here. So here I told you can discuss here. So your area will become this one. Okay, this is area and you put same area as here and velocity as this. So you have to calculate the discharge from here. Okay, so here what your area you have calculated, you have put same area as here, because you cannot use this equation as storage is equal to A into, now you are discharging this water, so you have to use simply Q equal to A into V, because you need to dispose of this water, you need to discharge this amount of water. Okay, so you calculated area and you have calculated the weighted perimeter. So here I am giving you, so here A by P, so discharge is unknown, area you calculated from here, and velocity you are using Manning's-Rugg equation. So R is what? A by P. So you have calculated A, now you are calculating P. So here I told you how to calculate P. So P became this. So you divide A by P. Okay, so once you will divide A by P and S will remain same, that is S by 100, that is longitudinal slope. Okay, so here you can see. Now before watching this, you can again watch this Manning's equation video, so these things will be more clear to you. So here you are putting discharge, this is same area, so I told this is again, you can see this is again same area. Okay, this is A divided by P. So here you calculated discharge. Now what you want? You want height of impounding water, so you rearrange this equation and calculate H. That will be in meter based on the unit. If you are putting discharge in meter cube per second, and this Z all are unitless, so it will become directly in meter. So here you calculated the depth of impounding water. Now you see this, what? Now you got the value of H. So here in this video you see in this, so here you know the H value, so now you know this value Z into H. Now you know H, you know the land slope, now you know this value of A into C or AC also. So how you will calculate the base width? Suppose let me tell you fresh. So here you see, you know the H, so now this is depth of impounding water. So what will become? This will become Z into H, and suppose this is side slope is NS into 1. Okay, NS, so this height will become NS times H, because the slope of seepage line is NS. So what will be the value of base width? Base width will become Z times H plus NS times H. Okay, so this will become total base. So you know the height of impounding water, you multiply it by freeboard, you will get the total height. And how you will calculate top width? So base width minus Z times your total height into 2, so that will become your top height. Okay, because top height will be like this into this. So what will become this distance? This will become Z means side slope multiplied by total height, one for this side and same for this side, so 2 times Z into H. minus base width. So now you came to know the total height, you came to know base width, you know top width. So you calculated the bunt cross section. From bunt cross, same thing I have given here also. So from bunt cross section you can calculate the cross section area, and once you will multiply cross section area into length of bunt per hectare, then you will know the earthwork per hectare. So this is how you have to calculate earthwork. From now you want to know the area loss, then how you will calculate base width multiplied by length of bunt per hectare. Okay, so this will become your area loss in meter square per hectare. Okay, so this was the basic parameter. So I hope the basic parameter and the basic difference between the two bunts is clear. In case of contour bunt, this was your method. Okay, this was your method to calculate the height of impounding water, and in case of the graded bunt, the height of impounding water method is Q equal to A into V. Okay, so in some cases you have to calculate the value of Q also. So I hope the method of calculation is clear, and how you can calculate I will show you through the numerical problems which I am going to discuss in upcoming videos. So from one or two numerical problem it will be more clear to you. So please do like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching this video.